Welcome back to our course Python Programming for Beginners. So, I am Adik, and today I want to share a few points regarding this course. So, welcome back to the Dark Infotech. In you remember like that in the previous class we learned how to install the Python, how to install the VS Code, and how to write our first program using the print function, right? Uh, Today we are moving to the one step further. Like this lesson is one of the most important lessons in the Python because today onwards we will start writing a real world problems instead of simply displaying the text, right? So imagine you are creating like Instagram accounts. I think everyone likes to see the Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and etc. etc. Different types of social networking was updating a lot, and so much of information you're gathering, and so much of time you're spending on this. Yes, like that. For example, let's take an Instagram. I want to create an account in Instagram, for example. uh, Basically, if you want to create an Instagram, it basically asks simple details like your personal details, majorly like your name, age, email, password, and if you after that some mobile number or any email ID for the reference. After that, you will give the confirmation from that email number, email name or mobile number. After that, it will create your account. After creating, you will post something or you will update your profile pic, and you will write some mini bios and etc etc. So everyone was very excited after creating this one. But anyone thinks that where does the information was stored? It must be stored somewhere, right? So that exactly why programming languages are used variables. So today we will also learn how the Python stores different kinds of information such as numbers, decimal values, text, and true or false values. By the end of this today video, you are able to create small interactive Python programs where users enter the information and our program process it. Majorly today topics include the comments, variables, naming rules, memory concepts, data types, user inputs, type conversion, multiple assignment, constants, and practice and some more practice programs for the reference what you learned today. So before starting this class today, please like, share, subscribe this channel, and do not forget to comment. Means do not, if you have any doubts or if you want to interact to me, please do not forget to comment. Okay, guys. So let us start our session. Okay. So today the first topic is comments. Before writing code, programmers often write notes. Means these notes are called comments. For example, if you comments are ignored by majorly why we use comments means the Python will ignores the comments. So they help to explain what the code is doing. For example, I want to write a program. So for example, I want to before writing a code, I want to write some notes regarding that code. What the action of the code will do. So for example, I want to write some comment. So initially, if you want to write a comment, the basic step is the first to print a hash. First, you want to type an hash. After that, what the rest you want to uh, you should want to write a note something. I should write. So I want to write a notes like this program prints hello world. So I just writing the what the code will be do in a simple words, because why we use the comments is mostly because most of the companies, for example, you write some code for your project or from your work. After some days or after some months, you will forget what the code, why the code I used, why the major code was I was much, why the code, why the this particular line was error. You will forget sometimes. So for the reference or for reference, you will just writing a small note regarding that. So the comments are most important by this. And for example, if you want to share your code to some variables and you don't have any time to explain what steps you wrote and why the code should be written like this only, but by using these comments you can, but after sharing this entire code, then they will also understand that why you wrote this line of code, why you wrote these conditions, why you wrote this particular part for particular function, etc. So the comments are some very crucial and very important, but most of the students ignore that. But the companies was mostly focused on this only, because the company is not the one person who lead. The company is a group of people who are leading. So everyone should be work together in a company. So everyone should be work together means everyone knows what the code should be written. So if one design one code, so that the rest of the numbers should be understand by writing a small notes like the comments. So this is the most important role the comments use in the companies. So the managers or the higher authorities of you means in charges of you are mostly look for this one only. This is a good impression for you from that your team leaders or any managers and etc. So after that I will write some code like print hello world. After that, the after writing this, I will execute this one. So after executing, it skips the first line and shows only the second part. So it prints only the hello world. That's it works in Python. So in that case, we can understand that the Python skips the comments a lot. So this is why we use the comments. So let's take another example like the comments part. For example, I want to store a value, store marks. So I will want to write a code like text like I want to store some marks, store marks, and I write the code like marks is equal to 100, and I want to write another comment like bonus marks given for the extra curricular activities. So marks is equal to 20. So total marks is equal to total is equal to marks plus bonus. Oh, I forgot that no two variables should have same name. That will give minus point. So, oh sorry, I wrote the small mistake. Bonus, right? So I want to print this bonus part. So print the total marks. So after this, I want to save this. After that, I should be run. So the total marks is printed. So it skips the comments and it just read the content what I gave, and it will print that. So why you use the bonus equal 20, total equal to marks plus bonus, I will explain in the next coming part, because this is also included in this video. So first I want to clarify about the comments first part. So after this is mostly called like a single line comment. See, in comments you have two parts. So for example, comments comments are containing two parts. First one, a single line comment, like we represent it using the hash symbol. And second one is multi-line comment. Multi-line comment, it represents in triple lines with triple single quotes, 1 2 3, and actually it will be represents like that. But see, for example, first we open a triple single quotes and then we write student management system created by Rahul version 1.0. So we can, so by seeing this we can write multiple lines in a single comment. That is the power of the multi-line comment. So mostly we will use single line comments beside the function we use, and only some places we can use multi-line to give a brief explanation of the particular part of the code we written. So for example, let's try some coding problems. So the coding problem is, um, write a program with comments. For example, student name and along with student age. So let's start a program. So student name is Hardik, and I want to print a comment along with this line. So using the hash for the single line comment. So this is a student name, and in the second line student age, it should be 19 years. So along with writing a comment of this line, this is a student age, and I want to print the statements also. So print student name comma student age, and I want to write a comment of this one also. Print the name and age of the student. So let us save this part and let's run this one. So see this, we save the name Ardik in the student name and save the age of the student 9, that one's 19 is saved in the student age, and I was printing the both student name and student age, but it is not reacting with this line like student, this is a student name, this is a student age, and it prints the name and age of the student because the hash is stopping the comment. The hash is stopping the Python to not run this particular part. So that is the power of comment. So I think you will understand this concept, right guys? So I want to give you this brief part of this comments one. So the comments, why we use comments is used to understand the code, writing a small note recording the particular part of the line of the other code you written in this particular form in this VS code. So by this, after some days or after some years, you again open this code for the updating or for the any purpose, you open this code by understanding the what you wrote in previous days. So by reading these notes you can understand, I was using this, like see, by reading this first statement I was printing the hello world. So after some years I was understanding that why I use hello world like that. So and in other case, or and it has some possibilities, like if you are sharing the code to your colleagues or your friends to understand and to want to give a progress of another part, means linking another program including this. So to understand, you also want to understand the entire code what you wrote. So by writing these small notes, it is help him to easily understand the code what you want to wrote, and you are sharing your ideas with him by understanding the giving simple notes. So for example, you will read a textbook and you write a notes. What you are doing right now means you are reading a textbook and you are writing what you are understanding in small notes, like that. The comments are mostly used, and it was indicated most in hashtag. And I was write some examples regarding this stored marks, bonus marks, and total marks, and its marks is stored in 100. So after that, after this we studied about the types of comments. Comments are mostly contained in two parts, like single line comment and multi-line comment. So what do you mean single line comment? You have seen in the previous examples, like it just only helps to hide the statement in one line itself. So the hash is used for the single line comment. So it will just helps us to not to run this particular part of the line of this line. So and the rest of the line was running like print relevant after using this hash. So it also skipped this line, and after it also reached the python reached the sixth line of the code after like that only. And what do you mean by multi-line? Single line means it just helps to hide the particular line of the code, but the multi-line you can hide the multiple lines of the codes. That is the only difference, and the simple difference is three single quotes. So we have done the example like system management, student management system created by Rahul version 1.0. So we split the statement into four lines, and by using this one triple single quotes, we have created a multiple lines comment. So we have done with an example by writing a program with the comments, and I have showed the output also, and I covered most of the parts in comment. So now I want to explain the next topic. It's variables. So before that starting, I want to create a new file in the Python extension. Using the Python extension, I want to name it that one also. So the name is variables. I want to save that. So I was created a file with the name variables. So now, yeah, now comes the most important part. So what do you mean by variable? Why we use the variable? And this is very essential, bro. It is very important to study the variable. Without a variable we cannot exist. One program also means most of the programs in the industry sector is mostly ruled the variables part. So let's see that. uh, what do you mean by variables? A variable is help to store the data. Think of it like a label box. Suppose you have the box label like each, for example each, and inside it I'm storing some value 20. So I want to create another box, means another variable name, and it's storing a name like Rahul, and you are entering that. So Python works exactly like this. Like name is Rahul and age is 20. And I want to display this both the values are stored in the variables. So I just print the variables, and it will help us to print the actual values in the variables. Let's see that. How can you print the variables? So just simply you can print the variables by writing this command like print, open the brackets. Directly you can write the name without using the double quotes. Double quotes is used to print the what you writing the particular line in between the double quotes of in between the print function. But without double quotes you can write a variable. So I want to write the name comma each. So I want to print at a time of the both the values, and I want to save it first, and I will run this one. See, it printed that Rahul and 20. So the age and name of the particular person was printed in a single line. So that helps me to print at a time, and that's why the variables are most used. So for example, in variables, the one I was interested is variables can change the values easily, because see, in C and etc., some of the coding languages we cannot directly change the variables when it is fixed. It is some difficult rather than this. For example, I want to create a variable score. Initially it is 50, and I want to print the score like initial value comma score. And next I want to update the score. I want to change the score, so I will write again the score, and I want to change up to 80, means I want to increment to 30. So again I will print that the final value comma score. core, right? And now I want to save this first and I want to run this part. See, initially the value is 50, rather the final value is 80. So it is easily to change the values in a variable in a simple way. Okay, and that's why we call the variables, because the values are various. I want to give a small coding question regarding this part. So please listen this coding question and you should solve by yourself. So let us give one coding question regarding this. So first, create the variables like store name, age, city, college, and then print them. Okay guys, means create the variables like store name, age, city, college, and save the values like write a random store and write your name, write your age and city and college, and then print them. That is your task. So I think it's easy because you listen the topic what I told in the in 10 minutes back. So if any doubts, rewind it again and listen it properly, and you can easily receive on you, reach on you. Okay then. So this is the programming part. So I want to go. I want to give some additional details regarding the variable, and it's very important, guys. So do not skip this part. Okay. So see, you are creating a variables. So see, you can. Everyone thinks that writing a random variables, random numbers, random alphabets is easy to create a variable. No, guys. Python cannot allow all the one what you thinking. So first, by creating a variables, there are majorly four main rules are there. So that everyone should be followed by creating a variable. If you don't follow that, it is not able to run the code. It will give full of errors in the code. Okay guys, so please listen these rules. These are very important rules. You cannot forget until the course, until your life, because without the variables, without the program exist in the industrial field. Okay guys, so let's start the rules. So let's open the material comment and write program rules. First thing, a variable contains alphabets, digits, and underscore, means this symbol. So the first line contains a variable, any variable that contains only that alphabets, means small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, and digits 0 to 9, and the only one symbol underscore is allowed to create a variable. Rest like space button or any other characteristic symbols like hand symbol, exclamatory mark, hash, dollar, percentage, etc. symbols are not used in this variable creation. So the second rule is a variable cannot start with a number, means we can create an variable like student age 1, student age 2, student underscore 1, student underscore 2, or underscore student 1, underscore student 2, and we can create like this. But one student, two student is not allowed in this Python because it is violating the second rule that we cannot start with a number. A variable cannot start with a number. And the third rule is it cannot contain spaces. A variable cannot contain spaces, means like student space name, student space age is not allowed by creating a variable. And fourth is very important in the variables part, that is it is a case sensitive. What do you mean by case sensitive? I will explain this with an example. First, I will take an example like my age is equal to 19 and my age is equal to 19. Um, After seeing this both the lines, you are having one clarity that both the lines are same, but if you look on closely, there's one difference. See this, the third character, the a is small in the first line, the a is capital in the second line. That is a difference. So what do you mean the case sensitive means? If the a word having the both in uppercase and lowercase, but uh, everyone thinks that they have same meaning, so they should be save the values. But in the Python, they both are different. The variables are both are different. For example, um, my is equal to 100 and my is equal to 101, and I want to print both the variables my comma my, and I want to run this part. See, uh, one second, there is my mistake maybe. So video soft code it will start pu. Oh, sorry. See, I forgot to save this part. So Control S, and I want to run this one. One second. Let's delete this part, and I want to save it again. Control S, and I want to run this again. See, 100 and 101 also printed. See, first I printed the small my, and it's printed small my only is 100, and capital my is printed capital my. So the sense is same, but the difference is the case, character case. So it is very case sensitive. I hope you understand this fourth. And now I will give some examples. Identify it is a variable or not, and share in the comment voice. Okay, share in the comment section, guys. I hope you will share that one. So let's give some examples like student one student name, student name, and my age, and finally age. So these six variables I was created, and identify which are the variables and which are not a variables. So I hope you will give in the comment section. So pause this video right now and give the answers in the comment section. And after pausing, after submitting the answers in the comment section, then play. I will reveal the answers right now. So listen this. So student 1, see, I was given these rules like, see, I given these rules like a variable contains alphabets, digits, and underscore, and a variable contains cannot start with a number, and a variable cannot contain space, and it's a case sensitive. So let's see the examples. Student 1, right? Student 1. So it contains both alphabets and digits, and it follows the first rule like it contains alphabets, it is, so it's clear. And second, it cannot start with a number, so s is not a number, so it is following the second rule. And a variable cannot contain space, so in this variable there is no space contained, so it is following the third rule. And so it is confirmed it is a variable. And in second one student, first rule, a variable contains alphabets, digits, and underscore, so it's following it contains digits and variables, alphabets, so it's following the first rule. Now let's see the second rule. A variable cannot start with a number, but it starts with a number, so it's violating the second rule, so it is not a variable. Now see the third example, student name. So it contains alphabets and underscore, and it follows the first rule, and it is not starting with a number because it's starting with s, so it follows the second rule. And it cannot contains a space. Yeah, it is not containing a space, it contains just only alphabets and underscore, and that's why it is a variable. And fourth one, student and minus name. So first one is validating because it contains both the character alphabets along with the symbol, but the underscore symbol is allowed for the variable. The rest of the symbols are not allowed in this variable, so it is violating the first rule. So it is not a variable. And fifth one, my age. My age is a variable. It follows the alphabets, and it is not starting with a 1, so it follows both 1 and 2 conditions, but in the third condition it cannot contain space. It cannot it cannot contain the space, but my age containing the space in between them, so it violating the third rule, so it is not a variable. And let's see the last example, age. It follows all the conditions, like see, it contains all the alphabets, and it's not starting with a number, and it has no space in between them, so it follows all the rules, so it is a variable. So out of the six, three are variables and three are non-variables, so you can easily identify the what is a variable and what is not a variable. So guys are understanding the variables part. So I want to give one explanation, like see, I already was taught the memory part, like I want to show this one like this is the I want to tell I want to give a topic regarding these variables, that is a memory concept. So I was briefly explaining the before that, but I want to give a clear explanation regarding this because it is very important. If you confuse a lot, then it is very complicated to do any coding part. So what everyone thinks that what is a memory concept. So many beginners ask that why does the Python keep variables? So where does the Python keep the variables? Means inside the computer memory. Everyone answers that. Suppose, for example, score is 50, and where the Python stores the value in the 50. In the score, the 50 value stores in the score variable. So the variables are used to store that. And now I want to update the score. So now it's updated to 80. So and again it was stored in the same store variable. So then what will happen? Initial store value was removed and updated store value was saved in the store variable, and I want to print that. So by printing this, we can defer the previous value and initial final value by storing and deleting the variables by this method. So the previous by seeing this, the previous values replaced. So think of memory, let us think of memory as thousands of loggers, and each logger stores variables, and variable names helps the Python find the correct logger. Like for example, you are going a gym, and a gym owner allotted a one locker for you to keep your additional items like a bag, water bottle, and some dresses, etc. So similarly, like the 50 value was stored in a variable. The variable is a locker box, and the 50 value you are storing the additional things in the locker box. That is the one I want to share with that. So that is the only one. So I want to give a I want to do a quick revise regarding these variables. So what do you mean by variables? Variables means storing the data in a particular one. See, for example, I want to store the data Rahul. It was stored in the name variable, and I want to store the age of the Rahul is 20 is stored in the age variable, and I want to print that. So after seeing this, variables are the storing banks. We store the values in that particular one. So after that, we have seen that variable updatation means if you save a value in a variable, and if you want to update that one, you can easily update by writing again the variable and saving that the new value directly. So that is easy to save a variable, and you can easily update by writing the same method. After that, we giving a program like creating a variable. I think everyone saw this one. And after this, the very important in the variable section, very important rules to creating a variable. Without these rules, you cannot create a proper variable in the program. Like the first rule is a variable contains alphabets, digits, and underscore. A variable cannot start with a number. A variable cannot contain space, and it is a case sensitive. So these four rules are very important for us to understand the variables concepts very clearly. And without these four rules, we cannot create a variable. And by using this, um, student one student name, and we are easily differ the variable name and non-variable name. And by using this example, we understand the case sensitive. I hope you understand the variables, guys. So let us go to the next topic, that is data types. So before that, so I want to create a file. So I want to create the file. I want using the Python extension, and I want to save this part. So I using Control plus S, and I want to write data types. So next topic is data types. What do you mean by data types? Everyone was thinking that different information needs different data types. For example, Python detects automatically, but like see, in Python is very easy course to learn because it has some more features rather than other languages. Like see, it can easily detect which type of variable you are storing, which type of data you are storing in a variable. Any variable, it allows different types of data was stored. Means we can store different types of variable in one variable. But in C++, Java, you want to intimate I was storing the integer value, or otherwise I was storing a character value. Means you should intimate that the system that I was that by using some keywords. But in Python, we cannot use any keywords. You can directly store the values in any variables in any way. That's the only bonus in Python. So because it easily detects them automatically by itself. And so for example, it contains like integers, whole numbers, and variable strings like a name, sentences, etc., and a character like a single alphabets, and boolean values like true and false and so on. Basically these five is enough, but by moving the forward we will learn more data types. So let us learn about some data types what I told right now. So for example, age is equal to 20, and marks, uh, percentage percentage is equal to exactly 92 percentage, right? So I want to know what type of data I was stored in the variable age, and I want to know the what type of data was stored in percentage. So please remember this command, because see guys, this is a function we use it to identify which type of data was used in the variable. So please write it note, it's very important, and most of the interview questions this type of question may be asked. Okay guys, so let's see. So write simply print type of a particular variable. So I'm writing the I want to find which type of data was used in the age variable. So I want to use the age, so I was writing the age variable. And also with that I want to identify the which type of data type was used in percentage. So I want to print the percentage part. So I want to use the type of percentage, and then I should save it, and I should run this part. See that, guys, it shows that class hint means the age, the data which shown in age is an integer value. 20 is an integer value. See that, guys, and for the percentage what I showed is a float value. So it shows a float value in the output. That is the power of this type function. So it is very important. So everyone should remember. Okay, guys, and I want to give some more examples like, see, guys, for example, name is equal to for example like Rahul, and city maybe Delhi, right? And after this I want to print the type of this particular one, so print type of name, comma, type of city. And I want to print the, I want to first save this part, and I want to run this Python code. Let's see this, guys. Both the values are stored, like name is equal to Rahul and city is equal to Delhi, means both the variables are string data types, so it indicates with str. What do you, everyone thinks that what is a string? Nothing to worry, guys. String is the one data type which stores the combination of characters, means a variable can store the combination of characters and easily save in the variable by using double quotes. Actually, guys, we can print the character, we can save the character in the variable like char is equal to, by using single quote you can save one character by using single quote, and you can easily find the type, and but in output it gives the string part. So that's the part. See, for example, print of type of car. Let's see the output, guys. See, is given the string part, but in other coding languages like C, C++, and Java, it will display the character symbol, because there is a specific sequence, like a specific part, because see, in C, Java, there is no data type like string. Does not exist a string data type in the C and Java, so that the characters will use as a strings in the coding part. But in Python, uh, actually there's some struggles by saving and by using them in C Java. So after this, the Python creator was decided to not to struggle this part, so has created a string data type, and was easy to save the data type and easy to use the data type in a simple way. So that's the power of string we use. So in the that's why the single character also indicates the string variable. Okay, guys, and the last one I want to tell about that is Boolean. What do maybe Boolean? You have written, you have known that, guys, like in our exams there will be a true or false questions, means the statement either is a true or false, like that. If the like if a particular one is true, it indicates a true statement by using that. So the boolean consists of two variables, two values like true and false. For example, is student is equal to true, and is logged in is false. So I want to identify which type of this data type was stored in this particular variable is student and is logged in. So let's print that one. Print type of is student, comma, type of is logged in. and let us print this one. So before that we should save this particular code and then print this. See, it indicates like bool. Bool means boolean part. So by this we have done the four major data types you are learned by this one. So namely first is integer number. It stores the integer it stores the integer numbers in a variable, and second is float, third is string, and fourth is boolean. So this four is more essential up to right now, and to some extent, and there are some more data types there. In further cases, in further classes, it comes a time to explain that part also. So let's practice some questions regarding this concept. So let's can I give a question? Please answer, and please solve this code and give the answer in the comment section. If any doubts, you can share with that, and I will catch. I will actually I will give my 100% concentration regarding your answers and regarding your reviews. So please like, share, subscribe this video, guys. So let's give the one coding question like predict. Sorry, this is in coding. So I'll use a multi-line comment. Yes. Now this predict 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 the output like x equal to 100 and b is equal to 15.5, c is equal to ei, and d is equal to false. Now print the type of a, comma, type of b, comma, type of c, comma, type of d. So please give in the comments, guys, about this answer, and after the comments, so just pause this video, and then once answer this code, and I know you can solve this by using the previous before explanation. So I hope you understand the explanation of the data types. So please, guys, so before continuing this video, just pause this video right now and answer the code, and I know you can solve it, and please share the answer in the comment section, and after solving this can you share, and I will see the how many are really activating this one, and after this I will just run right now itself. Okay, guys, so after submitting your code, then you can continue and verify your answer is correct or wrong. If you have any doubts, can you share in the comment section, guys? Do not forget that. So I will just run this code to give the actual answers. See, guys, it gives the actual answers like first a is an integer, and b is a float, and c is a string, and d is a boolean. So that's, guys, it gives the answers regarding this one. So this is the one I was explaining the data types, and the next topic is input function. Okay, guys, before that I want to create a new file like file new file and input function, and sorry, I was forgot that I want to choose a Python file, and I want to save this one like input function, and then enter. See, guys, it was creating an input function. Guys, until now we gave the values ourselves, but the real program asks real program in the but the real programs we ask from the users like Python users. Then we can use one function in Python. Then we can ask the values from the user itself only, guys. Then The function is input function. um, Input function. This is the function we use to ask the values from the users itself. So let us give an example for the clear clarification about this, guys. So for example, name is equal to, means see, if you want to, you are asking a one value from the user, then you want to store the value in the variable, right or not. So just I want to create a new variable, that is name. So that is input. So name is equal to input of enter name. And then you can print that name. See guys, I just creating a variable and I'm saving the variable that what we're asking from the users by using the input function. And then we in the next time we're writing a code print name. That means we're creating a, we're just printing the name, what the value is stored in the name. So let's see that. Just run first. Before that, control plus s to save this, and then just run it. See the demo is running, that right, asking that enter name. So I just give my name Ardi and just giving enter. See, in first line it was saved the Ardi in the name variable, and then it printing the variable. So means it printing the value in the variable, that is Ardi. So that after that, now like make interactive, guys. So let's this, you hide this for using comments. So after this, just write some example like city is equal to input of enter city and college, input enter college. So I want to print the both the city and college. So I want to print the city and the print the college one also. So I want to save this one, and then I want to run this one. So it asking me the enter the city. Then I want to enter the city is Pagwara, and the college is LPO because I'm studying LPO, and the LPO is in Pagwara. Okay guys, and just entering this. See, it's print the city and the print the LPU. That is the one I want to share one. So it is important point, guys. So the input always return the string value, even if you write a number or C. For example, are you writing an age? Age is equal to input of enter age. Okay guys, and just saving. I forgot this. I just want to hide this one because it takes some time to lag this. After that, I just save this one. I just run. See, I was aging the age 19, right? Now I want to show the type of this age one. Actually, everyone knows that the age is 19, so it is an integer. Let's see what will print of type of age, and let save it and just run it. And now I writing the age is 19 and just entering. See, the class is string. So I said that guys, every input returns the string value. Are you understanding, guys? Even it's a number, even it's a float value, even it's a boolean value, it returns the string value itself. Okay guys, so let us give one coding question, guys. It is so interesting of that. So let us hide this first. And now just want to give a coding question. So take the, one second, I forgot this one. Take the value from the user and create variables like name age, city, number, and store the values asked from the user and print them all. I hope you understand, guys. It is very easy code. We already done in the previous topics like variables and input functions. So by using this both, we can create this entire code. So let us try this code, guys. So basically what they ask, guys, uh, first name. So I just creating a name variable, and I just asking the using the input I asking from the users like enter name. After that I'm going to the next line. Then what is it? Age, input of age, enter age. After that city is equal to input of enter city, and phone number. So it is waste of time to writing a lengthy variables, so I'm using just a phone. Actually it's a phone number, guys, don't confuse with that. So phone is equal to input of enter your mobile number. So what I done is I just created variables like name, age, city, and phone number, and then I asking the values from the user itself. So I done this most of the part in this for lines itself, and then it's asking to print them all. So just using a single print statement, I use it to print entire data in one line. You can if you want to print the values in the line by line, then you can write print name, print city, print age, print phone individually, then it will print a line by line. 5 minutes time waste, so I use just printing in a single line. So just writing print of name, age, city, and the phone number, phone, and then just I just done the save this and just run this part. It's opening, it's running also, and just asking that name. I just writing my name, and my age is 19, and the city is Pagwara, and then my mobile number is 987456122. Don't follow this, guys, this is just a random number. I just enter, okay, and I just want to click and enter. See, it's print my name, age, city, and then my mobile number. So we using this, we solve this code successfully, guys. So after this I want to tell you is one important topic, because see, guys, since input returns a string, but math does not work directly. Like, see, guys, if you want to add some random values in a string, it is not possible to add a integer in a string. So it is very difficult to add the values given by the user itself. So it is easy to converting the one data type to another data type in simple way. So just before starting with that, just I want to create a new file for that, a Python file, and I just want to save that. The topic is type conversion, guys. Type conversion, this is our topic. So in the type conversion, we can easily converting one type of data type to another type. Like, see, guys, if the input gives a string function, I require the integer one, so I just easily convert the string to integer by using this simple 4 steps, simple 2 steps. First, you know that, guys, by taking input, first you want to create a variable. I just create a variable age and just a single command. See, guys, by if you want to create a variable and then you're asking from the users, then what will dot age is equal to input of what the statement want to print in the output. You will write that. But for the type conversion, just you want to record integer, so I just using the int one, and then same command I using like input of uh, enter the age. Okay, enter age, and I want to add the I want to update the age up to, I want to increment the age up to 5. So let's see this. So print of age plus 5. Let's see this. Let's first save this one. Just run this one. Just run this one. So after that, I just entering my age is 19. See guys, it was incremented up to 5. So now it's up, the new age is 24. So that's it guys, you can convert easily from one data type to data type by just adding the particular data type you should want to convert. So I want to convert to integer, so just write an integer int in front of that particular one, so it is easy convert the string to int easily. Like that, if you want to convert into float, then float off. If you want to convert into boolean off, etc. Like that, you can easily convert this one. So I hope you understand guys. So I hope you understand this. So after this, I want to give some quiz. So I hope you understand. You can easily crack this course guys. If you really listen this 1 hour session, then you can easily answer it within seconds only guys. So let us see that. And I hope, please comment this guys, how many your was can you please answer the videos in the comment, so that it is easy for me to understand how many you're reaching and how many you're understanding. And if you have any doubts, just comment it guys. So let's open it guys, and I want to use this animation. Sorry, from beginning. See, these are the questions. See, this is the basic coding challenges. I hope you understand. You can easily do it guys, because these are very easy. See, just taking two numbers from the user and just easily print add, and taking the student details and just print them easily. Already we done the student details, and just add some additional details also. And easy to convert the kilometers into meters, and easy to take the weight from and convert into kilograms to grams, and easily can hike the bonus, hike the 10% from the salary. I hope you understand. And see guys, the first question is, which function takes a user input? The options may be there are very options. So just fill this all the questions quick quiz, and just write the answers in the comment section, and just I will take a look. Just keep the pause the video and solve this guys. Don't delay this. Just a recap of this guys. I hope you understand. Okay. By this, I want to, after attempting all this one, I just showing the answer of quick quiz. So please don't cheat yourself. If you cheat, it will affect you a lot. Okay, and just showing the answers. These are the answers of these 5 questions, and correct them. Okay, and after this, congratulations guys, we just completed our target, like writing comments and creating and updating the variables, and follow variables using their names, and understanding how the values are stored in the memory, and working with integers, floats, strings and booleans, and check the data types using type function, and accepting user input with the input function, and you can convert between data types. Okay guys, and finally I'm giving the small quiz. I hope you understand. I hope I cover all this part in a single video. So in this next lesson, we will explore Python operators, and you will learn arithmetic, comparison, logical, assignment, membership and bitwise operators, along with a plenty of coding exercise. So if you found this tutorial helpful, do not forget to like this video guys, and subscribe and share this video. And if you have any doubts or any reviews you want to share with me, and please comment it, guys. Do not forget that, and do not miss the next lesson because it is very important, very crucial other than this. And thank you, guys. Thank you for watching this, and do not forget to share this. Okay, guys. If you have any doubts, just comment it, guys. Okay, do not delay it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.